Hey Shiga, I'm here to bring you just another video. It's been a little bit out. My allergies are kind of kicking my ass, so haven't been able to really talk or do anything proper, I guess. But a lot has happened in the past few days. We're gonna kind of cover what's been going on and what happened today, or was it yesterday, something like that. I just know it happened within yesterday or today, something like that. Alex Jones obviously came back 3 days ago, and was it 3? Probably more. But Elon Musk had a poll, pretty much asking if they think they should bring him back, especially since he had been preaching about being a platform for free speech. A lot of people pointed out that you don't have Alex Jones on there, so it's kind of being a hypocrite, right? And he actually put his money where his mouth is and brought him back. And not just that, Tucker Carlson had an interview with the man. Got about an hour and a half in depth with Alex Jones. Some people got to actually get a little bit more informed on the man. I realize he's not as crazy as he seems. He's been pretty accurate quite a bit of times. But, even with all the other stuff, he did apologize afterwards for the Sandy Hook stuff, which for some, hard to forgive for that, I understand. But the amount of money that they were trying to ask for, or still asking for, I should say, is a bit ludicrous. Especially when there's been other incidents like that, and nobody's really gotten that same severance package, I guess you could say, right? But regardless of that fact, Alex Jones is back. We've moved past all that stuff. He's been able to, tell people basically the truth of what's been going on in, your day-to-day life, other stuff like that when it comes to the bureaucratic leaders' plans that are going to happen in the future and stuff like that. And it was nice to actually get a little bit more information as far as what he believes will happen, what has happened, and being able to figure out more information other than just he's a nuthead, right? We'll get into some of these stuff right here then. So Elon Musk brings him back to X. There's already been a few articles, which he's not the only person that was banned that's been brought back, but this was probably the most notorious one, some would say, right? And obviously, that's what they were asking for, 1.5 billion to the families of 8 victims, which I'm just like, that's more than most countries, okay? And you're asking one man to pay that much money for defamation. Look, I don't think money can ever take the value of your kid's life or any life in general. So to even try to surmount that much money, to me, doesn't show what you're actually worth or what you're actually trying to gain from that. But I digress. There were some people that did leave X as well. This is one of them, like I said. One of the people that was a fundraiser, I believe, for the memorial of it. One of the Sandy Hook people, or the families, I should say. But stuff moves on. We gotta keep marching forward, even though we grieve, even though we might be sad. New stuff might happen, especially when it comes to the political atmosphere and leaders trying to basically get people in an uproar, continue the hate, continue spouting nonsense, right? Instead of informing the masses. There's a reason why people like Alex Jones were censored a few years ago, and why Donald Trump was taken off, even though we should be able to hear what these people have to say, regardless if you like them or not, right? It comes from all walks of life. There's going to be things that people say you might not like, but you shouldn't actually enact on violence. Obviously, when it comes to certain threats or whatever, it's objective, but for the most part, people should understand how to live in society, right? This man's been very helpful to a lot of people to find information get telling Congress people or influencing maybe their local atmospheres, right, when it comes to what they're doing when it comes to like the southern border or chemtrails or all that other stuff, right? 9/11, a lot of people didn't want to believe that it was actually the U.S. government's fault, and then also going in depth with trying to get any stuff like that, right? Like there's a bunch of information that he knows, he learned about because these officials and other stuff basically just kind of put it out there in the public atmosphere. And if you read it, you read it, but there's just so much documents most of the time that people don't actually read it. Or when it comes to these videos and public speakings that these people put on YouTube or some kind of website, right? It's just taking the time to actually watch them and see what they're saying, proving that these people are actually trying to cause a new world order or whatever the fuck bullshit, right? And it's up to normal working class people and everyday fucking folk that just want to live their life in peace, have their own homestead maybe, or have a farm, or if you are materialistic and you want to have all the fucking Xbox and Nintendo, or you want to have all the Jordans or whatever, you should be able to fucking do that, right? But these people would rather have you all confined to a designated space, not much land, none of it is owned by you, and other crazy shit like that. And obviously it sounds a bit loony, but there's a reason why Alex Jones is still around, right? And when you've actually seen people get pressed on when you see people get pressed on the whole stuff that they're actually preaching about, when Alex Jones would approach these political officials, right, they'd freak out and basically see us as peasants. One thing that I can see is a very good metaphor, allegory, whatever. I'm watching One Piece right now, and a lot of these top people in the world, people you don't even know their names of, they act like, if any of y'all seen One Piece, they act like the celestial dragons. They think they're so high and mighty, they don't even want to breathe the same fucking air as you, right? They're just like, yo, get this shit out of my face. Who is this, negative wealth worth person, right? They don't see you the same way. They just want to be on top, control, and that's pretty much it, right? But it's been people like Alex Jones that bring up this whole thing. Now, I know that's a bit of a tirade, but jeez, can you blame me when you've seen all the shit that this man's been proving, right? And where our political sphere is at right now. You got migrants coming in illegally. You got crime rising on purpose. You have cities that are going in turmoil when it comes to inflation. They're not addressing it for the most part. A lot of deniability, right? We just need more people that are actually just calling out the bullshit, right? It's just fucking tiresome. I don't know. I just wanted to make a video, I guess. But let me know down in the comments below. Are you happy that Alex Jones is back on X? Did it even affect you at all? Or, do you think this is going to be a good change, especially since X has actually been improving with videos? Is it going to be a place for content creators? Who knows? Yeah, other than that, let's get out of here. Hey, Shinigami, signing out. Hopefully you have a good night, good morning, and good evening. And I'm going to catch you on next time. Bye.